Hello friends, this video on electric circuits part 5 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 4 before going ahead with part 5. Now what happens to this EMF when the cell is connected to an external circuit? As soon as the cell is connected to an external circuit, there is a current flow. As a result, there is some voltage drop across the resistor present in the circuit. So because of that voltage drop, the potential difference between these two electrodes will also reduce. Now we will study about that in our next slide, that what happens to the EMF when the cell is connected to an external circuit. But for now, you understood what is EMF, right? So now is the turn to talk about internal resistance again. Just in the previous slide, I told you what is internal resistance. Now I will tell you how does internal resistance play a role in case of a cell. So now let us suppose that I connect it to the external circuit. Let us say I have connected it to an external resistor R. I connected the two electrodes. So what will happen? Current will flow, some current will start flowing through this resistance. So now what will be the direction of the current? So the current will flow in this direction. I am showing the direction of conventional current. This is the direction of electronic current. So we talk about conventional current, right? So the current is flowing from cathode to anode, right? So what will happen? Let us see what is the role that internal resistance will play here. Now let us say I have a closed circuit, right? So in this case, what will happen to the potential difference between the two electrodes? Initially, when it was an open circuit, the potential difference between the two electrodes was this E. So now what will be the potential difference? The potential difference will be V1 plus V2, that is the initial potential. Initially, whatever potential difference was there, that potential difference will be there, but there will be some potential drop across the internal resistance. As I told you that this electrode and the electrolyte will offer some resistance when the current flows through it. Till now, we assumed that there was no current flow. So when there was no current flow, there will be no resistance offered by the electrolyte. But now when there is current flow, this internal electrodes and electrolyte will offer some resistance. So let us say that that internal resistance is R. So what will be the voltage drop across this internal resistance? That will be I into R, right? So that means your earlier potential difference between the two electrodes will get reduced by the potential drop or the voltage drop across the internal resistance when current flows. That means your potential difference between the two electrodes will now become EMF minus the voltage drop across the internal resistance. Now what is this V? This V is nothing but the potential difference between these two electrodes. That is the potential difference, these 2 points. So basically this capital V is the voltage drop across the external resistance R. If you look at the circuit, these 2 points denote the voltage across, that is the voltage drop across the resistance capital R, as well as the potential difference between these two electrodes in a closed circuit. So we can also write this capital V as I into capital R is equal to E minus I small r. Right? So you understood the role which internal resistance plays in a circuit. So internal resistance will not play any role as long as you are talking about an open circuit, because in an open circuit there is no current flowing at all. So when there is no current flowing at all, there will be no resistance as well, because when current is not flowing, who will resist the flow of current, right? So that time, the potential difference between the two electrodes is nothing but the EMF of that cell. So EMF of any cell is already defined. Whenever you are given a cell, you are told that this cell is of 6 volts. That means 6 volt is the EMF of that cell. But when you connect that cell in a circuit, then the potential difference between the two electrodes decreases. Now again, there is an exception to this. It is not that always the potential difference will decrease whenever you connect a cell in a closed circuit. The exception here is again the charging of a cell. During charging of a cell, the potential difference between the two electrodes becomes more than the EMF of the cell. But in all other cases, the potential difference in a closed circuit between the electrodes is lesser than the EMF. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. So, the internal resistance is something which is a property specific to any kind of cell. So, it varies from cell to cell, because the internal resistance depends on the type of electrolyte and the type of electrodes we are using, right? So, it has to be different for different cells. It is negligible when E is very, very greater than IR. So, if you look at this expression, your internal resistance will be negligible when this EMF is very, very greater than the voltage drop across the internal resistance. So, if the EMF of the cell is say 500 volts, and when that 500 volt cell is connected in a circuit, the voltage drop across its internal resistance is 0.000001 volt. In that case, we can neglect internal resistance because the voltage drop across that internal resistance is very less. So, internal resistance basically plays a role in the fact that there is a voltage drop across the internal resistance when the cell is connected in a circuit, or when there is a current flow in the circuit. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.